Hi folks, in a lot of my videos I warn people to guard against American style liberalism from creeping into their country because it will ruin your country as it has ruined my country. Well, apparently the good people of New Zealand have not heard that message because they are now afflicted with American style liberalism masquerading as political correctness. Here in the Dallas Morning News appeared this article. There is a political race going on in New Zealand, and one of the gentlemen running for this political office, he's accused of being a racist. He's accused of being anti-Semitic, not liking Jewish people. That's it, kids. That's what they said. Now, what did he say that caused that? He was concerned about people from China buying a lot of land in New Zealand. So right away, that makes him a racist. Never mind that being Chinese is not a race unto itself. Let's not get involved with that. See? But his concern, as many of us have a concern, knowing that Chinese people are buying a lot of our land and their land, it's not so much because they're Chinese, as but because we see behind it some dubious intentions by the communists in Beijing. That's what we see. Where that fear could be unfounded, it could be one of those conspiracy theories, but that's the reason for him making that statement. Not that he don't like Chinese. If there was no communist government in Beijing, nobody would have any concern about people from China buying land. You understand that? Because if he was a racist, he would then object to people from South Korea or Thailand from buying land, and he isn't, because the Asian race is not the problem. It's the communist government that's the problem. But political correctness assigns him to be a racist. And he goes on to be an anti-Semite, so says they. Now, how is he anti-Semitic? He accused his opponent of being a Shylock. Ooh, that's low. Hey, I grew up in Brooklyn and we knew a lot of Shylocks. And the Shylock, the term means someone who lends money at an unusually high interest rate or demands unusual repayment some way in some form. So you call him a Shylock. Don't borrow any money from him, he's a Shylock. Now the term Shylock comes from a Shakespeare play where the person was a Shylock who happened to be Jewish and lent money at unusually high interest rates. So its original term, yes, may have been somewhat questionable, but the term at the euphemism changed over the past couple of hundred years from being somewhat as describing someone who's Jewish as opposed to describing someone who lends money at unusually high interest rates. In the late 1800s in the United States, if you had a gay time, it's because you were having a good time. Now today, if you're having a gay time, it's because of your sexuality. You see, the meaning of words and terms change over the centuries, but not according to political correctness. According to political correctness, he's an anti-Semite and he's a racist. New Zealand, you may want to cleanse your system of any form of political correctness or American liberalism because it is about to ruin your country as it has ruined my country. Alright folks, we'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.